Hey Jeff, thanks for coming out. Just going to do a quick recap here of our lesson today. This is you doing that wall drill that we've talked about in the past. I like this. We talked about the new change, and I'll revisit this at the end of the lesson. But I really like you still using that wall and remembering, or using that drill and remembering that drill. Trying to keep contact with the wall to impact. Draw that sway line, bump line, and then your posture or spine line. And see, this is what we talked about and worked on today. This hip leaking out, going in this direction is trouble because it causes the head to go that way too. And that is part of the over the top, or that's a large part of the over the top that we have going. So we got to get rid of that. We need this going this way and this either staying home or moving a little to the towards the target. I really don't like saying that, but definitely the opposite. We need the opposite happening with the hips and the head. It's a down the line view of it. Rolling the hands, we're not focused on that right now. Lifting of the arms, not focused on that right now. You can see your head moving out towards the target a little bit. Shaft gets steep, right hip gets high, and over the top. So I had you practice a feel here where I wanted your head over your right shoe at the top of the swing. And then I wanted your hips going towards the target first to start the downswing so that the arms fell behind you as you turn open rather than going, that way and then down. So this was just a feel before we went on the robot. And we went on, this is you trying to do it. Again, don't pay attention to the rolling of the wrists. We'll work on that. I just want you focusing on the relationship between your head and your hips right now. Definitely a different guy there, where the club is working behind and under. Then we did our robot reps, where we're focused entirely on our body and letting the robot give us a feel of where hands should be. This is me putting that shaft on your hips so that you were conscious of not sliding, and you did a really good job of turning into that back leg, into that trail heel. And then, again, you're focusing on getting those hips going first, and then the head's dropping, or then the head's stand behind. And you can see how that keeps you spine angle, keeps you in posture much better when you get that going. It's really good as far as spine angle through impact. When we let your hips get going first, moving towards the target and around, and keeping that head back nearer the trail foot. Then we set up a drill for you. So the stick back here is to get a feel for turning the trail hip away from the target, working this way instead of sliding at the camera. really hard to draw. And then the orange pool noodle there is to give you something that you turn into with your head. So that we're trying to get that your head over this trail foot, over that back shoe, and then give you a sense of staying there and swinging under and around. Much better. This is a face-on view of it. Really good job turning in. Let's practice. And then watch you stay much better through impact. If I compare this guy to this guy at impact, we're in a much better place as far as getting into the ball. It's a really good job there. Another down the line view where we're trying to get your hands right. And now watch that thing work right up that right forearm and over the right shoulder, just like I told you it would. So that's ultimately what we want it to look like when we've got your swing complete. And you can see just how hard that is. There's a little bit of lift here again, but I like where the club head is passing the hands, and I also like the look of the face in this position. And it just works a little inside, so we just need to get a little steeper. And I believe I talked to you about this left shoulder going under you or under your neck a little more and getting steeper shoulders or a little more tilt in the shoulders. But you can see really good there at the top. And we're just used to breaking down, so it went a little too far, but definitely getting that club working in to out again, or better than we have in the past. Really good work today. Again, if you wanted to work on something at home, I love working on this drill that you're working on over here in the corner. Turn to the top, right butt cheek on the wall, but I want your head over your back shoe or your right shoe. And then start opening up and watch how the contact in the wall, or feel how the contact in the wall goes from all right side of your rear end to your entire rear end, and then your lead left side of your rear end through impact. If we keep that head back, that helps our pelvis work properly through impact. But really good job today. And again, the tools that we used here that I'm circling in red have your initials on them. And when you're coming in to do robot reps or hit balls, just look for your initials and you'll be able to set these things up just like we have them here and be well on your way to Drawsville. Good work today, Jeff. Look forward to seeing you again soon.